All right, folks. Simple as this, man. Look, let's talk to people a little bit about their past. Man, damn bug. Let's talk to people a little bit about their past. Now, we ain't gonna go too deep into your past, and when people want to change. Now, this is the thing about change. Like, if you already doing good, who wants to change from bad to worse? Not too many people are changing from bad to worse. So when you talk about change, obviously you're talking about changing from living a somewhat of a foul life to changing your ways. Changing your ways, cleaning up your act, getting out of old dealings that you was into. That you was involved in. So when you want to change, you need to know one thing. There's nothing wrong with change. There's nothing wrong with wanting to better yourself. But when you lived in your past life, remember you was tied to people. Not only were you tied to people, you were tied to situations. Not only you was tied to situations, you were tied to valuable information. And valuable information will always keep a price on your head. Valuable information will always keep a tag on your head. See, the reality of it is, man, is that when you decide you want to grow up, everybody don't want to grow up when you decide you want to grow up. When you decide you want to settle down, everybody don't want to settle down when you want to settle down. When you want to give up the game, everybody don't want to give up the game when you want to give up the game. When you want to decide to do better and clean up your act, everybody don't want to clean up their act. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to change when you want to change. And everybody's not going to like when you want to change. And on top of that, with you changing, depending on how vital you were to certain lifestyles and certain operations, people going to try their hardest to not let you change because you was tied to so many things. See, your connections matter more than what you think. Your connections to people, your connections to money. You know what I'm saying? Your connections to influence. Depending on how deep of a lifestyle you was in, they matter. And people don't want that to change. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just have to understand that, man, change is costly. It comes at a high price. You understand? So if you got any youngsters around you, and maybe you're living in a life that that you see, and you see the reality of the life, and now you're seeing the error of your ways and you want to change, man, mentor young people. Try to stop them before they get involved. Try to stop them before they get too deep. Because the reality of change is everybody don't make it to see they change. You don't know how many people wanted to change, tried to change, and got eradicated in the process. Got exterminated in the process. Why? Because they know valuable information about valuable situations. They have valuable connections. And when you change and you get out of certain lives, all that stuff ceased. It just don't, you don't pass on this and you don't pass on that. No, you still have stuff that could possibly incriminate people. You still have stuff up here that possibly could tie people in or let people know what happened in certain situations. You understand? So valuable information will always keep a price on your head. Now, nobody should live in the fear of not wanting to change, because I'm not the person that's telling you that you want to change. You know the price of change. You know the consequences that come with change. So don't be scared to change. Nah, there's nothing wrong with changing. Just know what comes with change. Like they say, you laid your bed in it. You laid your bed. You made your bed. Now you got to lay in it. You know what I mean? And the sad thing about it is that by the time a lot of people want to change, it'd be too late. You got involved into a lifestyle that you didn't know that you was getting involved into. You didn't know how deep it ran. You didn't know the real consequences and the real ramifications, the severity of these lifestyles, and now you trapped, or now you feel trapped. And when you trap a person, they react different. When you trap a person, they move different. You know, so it's just beware of change. You know, and know the price of change. You know, it really, like, you know what they say. You know, you can't run from your past. You know, especially if your past was that jumping. Especially if your past was that jumping, you can't run from it. You can't run from it, man. You know, you got to understand that you be in a lifestyle with certain people, man, and they just have in their mind that we gonna ride this lifestyle out until the day we die. We got in and ain't no getting out. You know what I'm saying? It's people like that. You know, so when you wanna change your life around, some people just ain't gonna like it. Some people ain't gonna accept it, man. And that's a war that you might have to deal with until the remainder of your days. And the sad thing about it is, when you decide to branch out and want to build your own family, guess what? They get involved in it too, indirectly through you. Because all of a sudden now people want to make your family pay. You know, so, but until then, man, I'm a side boss. And man, just understand what your change requires, and be ready, to take it on, head on, you know what I mean?